the legend Andre 3000 revealed what could potentially make him finally drop a rap solo album, or at least another Outkast project. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, 3 Stacks said, "I think what would help me make a rap album is being around rappers. When I moved to California, I wasn't writing. I've talked to Kendrick. We talked, listened to beats, same with Drake. And as a rapper, they would be surprised to hear me say this, but at one point I was like, man, it would be cool to just hang out with them to get the energy of rapping, because when they are doing it so constantly, something got to drip off. They do 4 or 5 songs a day, and I'm like, what? I don't even go to the studio like that. I haven't touched my drum machine in ages. I'm just now getting back to producing songs. I didn't say it, but I thought it in my head. I was like, man, it would be a good exercise just to hang around. That's how songs happen sometimes. I never expressed this to them, but I was so inspired by their output. Like when you're in a groove, it can be infectious and opposite to approaching it in a casual way, which that's where I am now." 3 Stacks even took it far as to say, "I miss rapping. I would love to make a rap album. I just think it'll be an awesome challenge to do a fire-ass album at 48 years old. That's probably one of the hardest things to do. I would love to do that. That's the cool thing about my whole ride. It really is a ride." It does seem like 3 Stacks is really battling with this. Like even the fact that 3 Stacks is doing more interviews. There had been a spot where you just couldn't hear much of anything from Andre 3000. He wasn't talking much at all. He was just kind of low key. We know he recently released his flute album, so he's clearly in some of a music making or instrument or whatever you want to call that process. It's now, can he culminate that into a rap album? We know if he makes any type of rap album, this dude is just great at putting words together poetically. He's one of the greatest ever. I don't think there's ever been 5 other guys better at making words rhyme in such a poetic and digestive way as Andre 3000, which is why many people, you don't even want to have a conversation with anybody from Atlanta about where 3 Stacks ranks, even without the solo album. I would also always say this for all my 3 Stacks lovers out there, and I hope this gets to Andre 3000. Can you please do an interview with a black outlet? I'm happy that you're talking at all, 3 Stacks, but damn, you sure doing a lot of press with people that don't look like you, all right? Because I think some of these outlets are softballing 3 Stacks on some of these questions, and it was at least refreshing to see Rolling Stone actually ask him somewhat of some hard-hitting questions like, yo, what would make you make a rap album? And he's like, well, I kind of like when I was in the studio with Kendrick and Drake. And I do think if you're a fan of this thing called hip hop, if nothing else in 2024, just the battle, what Kendrick and Drake decided to give us for about a month's time was just beautiful. Whether you thought this guy won or lost, the rapping part of it, like just the brazenness of Drake going out and dropping that Push-Ups record and that tailor-made freestyle, right? And saying, yo, what up, Kendrick? I heard you don't like me. You sounded like you didn't like me and like that. Okay, where is that? I heard you've been working on these records for years. Where they at? And just the greatness that followed by Kendrick Lamar and Euphoria and Then I Like Us. I think Euphoria is one of the greatest diss records I've ever heard in my freaking life. It literally is, it crosses every T and every I. It's disrespectful, but it sounds like a hit in the same way. It's got a great beat to it. That bad boy switches 4 or 5 times. Euphoria is one of the greatest pieces of art I've heard in a long time in hip hop. And many people will look at They Not Like Us as one of the most historic records. It's going to go down as a record that you hear from today, tomorrow, and many, many, many years to come because of it, what it represents, the California piece, the America piece, the Canada dish, you know, like there's so much to it. So I think if any year for a guy like 3 Stacks to get inspired, yeah, this was a great year. For a month, everybody can look at what Kendrick and Drake were doing and say, man, these brothers, these are some of the greatest to ever pick up a pen doing it. Let me know your thoughts. 3 Stacks says there's a chance. There's a chance. He's 48 now. I think we may be gearing towards a 3 Stacks album at 50. That's what I think. I definitely think we're getting a record from 3 Stacks in 2025. We shall see, though. Time, love, and support. It's what I'll never take for granted. Wherever you're watching this video, make sure you give me the greatest gift this holiday season. A subscribe, a follow. It's greatly appreciated. It's free $99 to show me you support the grind. I'm out. Right now, I'm offering you a special way to support your boy Ferro. If you enjoy my great quality content I put out every single day, make sure you cop a Facebook supporter badge or a YouTube membership. The prices start as low as $3.99 to show your boy that you support the grind. Tap in right now and join a special community of those that support your one and only yours truly, Ferro.